Hello everyone here on Motosumo team. I am so stoked to be riding with you all around the world here today. Everyone coming in from the dozens of countries that Motosumo, that you all jump in on. I'm super stoked. I'm Steve Klintberg-Nodge, really happy to be on the pedals with you today for this 45-minute signature ride. Now, Motosumo signature rides are kind of a smorgasbord, a taste of everything. So today we're going to get some speed, some power, some climbs, some endurance, some HIIT sections, a circuit that we're going to go through, some races, and of course our warm-up and cool-down. Right now, we are in that warm-up phase. We have got 5 minutes right here to get ourselves nice and comfy before we start driving these pedals forward and really pushing and pulling with all of our energy and making sure that we got some sweat going on today. So, get into the vibe right now. I want you to be at low resistance, nice flat road. So, take it all the way off, gear down, whatever your bike setup is, any bike, anywhere, anyone, Motosumo is here for you. Okay, low resistance, pedaling on through. First things first, we are going to check in with our bodies. Starting right at the center of mass, right in here. Take those sits bones, which are where your femurs connect into your pelvis, and you want those sits bones to be positioned so that they are on the widest part of your seat, of your saddle. All right, shift around, get them there. You can be up from the handlebars or you can be on the handlebars right now, whatever is most comfortable for you. And then you just want to make sure that your legs are moving freely. They are not impeded in any way by your upper body, by the seat, by anything around your bike whatsoever. Then check in. Make sure your legs are tracking forward and back directly, that they're not dropping in, they're not knees splaying out, that they are nicely in alignment and moving freely. Okay, heading on down to the feet. Let's make sure that all of our heels are dropped down. None of this pointy toe stuff. You're gonna lose a lot of power, and over time as you train, you're gonna be shortening up all of the muscles on your posterior chain. And muscles are really as good as they are strong and as they are flexible. And if they don't have that length and that flexibility, you're really just taking away a whole bunch of the strength and a whole bunch of the power. So, pull those heels down, feet nice and parallel to the floor as you go through that full 360-degree pedal stroke. And especially if you have clipless or clipped-in pedals, I want you really pushing and pulling through every single pedal stroke. So make sure that you're focusing on that downstroke and that upstroke. If you don't have any version of clipping in on your pedals, that is okay. You just want to lighten up your legs on the upstroke so that your downstroke doesn't have to work contending against the upstroke. All right, feeling good, tracking forward. Right now, check in with your Motosumo app. I would love you somewhere in a green zone of RPM, or possibly a yellow zone. So somewhere, let's take it 85 RPM to 100 RPM. Something nice and comfortable, especially at that low resistance. Now, coming back up the body, check in with those sits bones again. Make sure that they are well situated and elongate that spine. All the way up, all the way down. Elongate. Drop the shoulders. Shake out the arms and give yourself a little wiggle. Oh yeah, loosen things up today. Kind of crunch down a little bit. Yeah. Elongate up. Extend those hands. Loosen those fingers. Hinge forward at the hips and bring them to the closest portion of your handlebars. Fingers nice and loose. Elbows, draw them in. Give them a slight little bend. Elongate that spine again. Check in with all of those body positions. Just make sure that it is feeling good. And there you go. Oh yeah. You're gonna wanna keep supporting your breath throughout this. Nice strong core, not dropping onto the legs and creating any kind of havoc with how the legs can move. And you don't wanna be like, in full push-up position the whole time. You're gonna lose a lot of energy into the arms. So, strong core, strong back. Having some good old fun. Okay, everyone. Let's get right on into this. We are gonna go into a speed versus power section. We're gonna go 4 times through 110 RPM at a resistance level 2. So it's gonna feel like a gravel road for 30 seconds with a bit of an incline. And then we're gonna crank up the resistance a bit further, gear up to a resistance level 3 for 60 seconds at 85 RPM. We're gonna put these timers on the clock. Get yourself nicely situated here. Here we go. We're going for our first one. Resistance level 2, 30 seconds, 110 RPM. It's gonna feel nice and fast. Let's get into it. 30 seconds on the clock. Find that resistance level 2, that gravel road, that little bit of an incline. Double check with your body position. Oh yeah, that's good. And then in 15 seconds, we're going 60 seconds in the saddle, resistance level 3, good steep, considerable incline, but not the heaviest of the day by any means. We're gonna be at 85 RPM in the green zone. 60 seconds, let's go for it. All right, I'll take this opportunity, the first heavy segment, to really push and pull through each pedal stroke. Oh yeah, you got this. "40 seconds left right here. We're gonna go back into it. We're going through this 4 times. If you're finding yourself a little bit fast on the cadence, as you can see on the Motosumo app through the magic of Motosumo, add a little bit more in. Oh yeah. 10 more seconds right in here. Check in with those shoulders. Check in with that spine. That is good. And we are back to 110 RPM, resistance level 2 for 30 seconds. Speed it up. Make sure those legs are tracking forward nicely. If you feel like you are going off the chain right now, you're going way too fast, add a little resistance to balance it out. All right, in 5 seconds, back into green zone, 85 RPM, R3. Let's do it. There we go. Speed versus power. Breathe. Push. Pull. Oh yeah. Halfway through this portion, we're going back to 110 R2 for 30 more seconds after this. Feel that late 90s club vibe right now. Pushing and pulling. Green zone. Check in with the spine, check in with the breath. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Red zone for 30. 110 R2. Challenge yourself to see how quickly you can jump between these 2 paces. Oh yeah. Climb it, 10 more seconds here. We're already more than halfway done this speed versus power segment. Going back to green zone R3, 60 seconds, let's do it. Check in with yourself. Now that you're getting warmed up, are you finding that you're cranking on the resistance each time more than you were the previous portion of this set? How's your cadence doing? Getting toasty. Grab water as you need. Here we go. Last 15. Keep pushing it here. Following this, we're going into a big climb. And push it on through, push it on through. Nice. Okay, resistance off. Spin it out for a half second. Okay, this climb segment, only 3 minutes long. We're gonna start at an R2, so get yourself there right now. Find your pace, 100 RPM. That's where you wanna be. Every 15 seconds, we're adding some resistance. Our cadence is gonna drop down. All right, here we go. First 15, yellow zone, 100 RPM, R2. Oh yeah. You got this. You got this. 3 seconds. Add on that resistance. Gear up 1, add a crank, whatever your bike setup is. 5 seconds. We're going up again. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. We're climbing. This mountain is getting steeper with every few pedal strokes. We're gonna be starting to drop down into our green zone cadence because of how heavy the resistance is. Let's do it. Another 15. Another bit of resistance on there. We only have a minute and 15 seconds left in this portion. 3, 2, 1, crank it on. That should be starting to feel very heavy right now. We're gonna be working hard this class. Elongate that spine and likely down into a blue zone now. Possibly still cranking it out at green. 5 more seconds. And add that resistance in. Every bit is an extra stepping stone as we get steeper. Push and pull. Oh yeah. And another. Let's do this. Oh, make this super heavy. You're gonna get one more out of this. One more level. Still in the saddle. Heavy, heavy. Coming up, this should be the heaviest of your day so far. 10 more seconds. Yeah, breathing hard. Breathing heavy. 3, 2, 1. Take the resistance off. Take the resistance off. Yo. Tremendous. Way down. Resistance way down. Breathe it out. Elongate the spine. Check in with technique. Hydrate. All right. We're no stranger to power already. We're gonna do one more power surge here together. We're going out of the saddle for 30 seconds at high level 4 resistance. 65 RPM is our target. 30 seconds there, and then 30 seconds recovery at R1. Okay, here we go. Get ready to crank it on, gear up, and out of the saddle, 30. Position 2, hands come forward. Spine is still elongated, butt is hovering over the saddle. Elbows down and in, pushing and pulling. Okay, in 10 seconds, take off the resistance, 30 seconds of recovery. I'd like you at least at 65 RPM. Let's do it. And 30 seconds. Recovery in the saddle. Following this, back up, out of the saddle, 30 seconds, 65 RPM, R4, heavy, heavy. Enjoy these final 10 seconds here before we go into the boost. This power surge. 5, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Position 2, out of the saddle. Elongate, pull that weight back. Knees driving forward. Oh yeah. Push, pull. 5 seconds, back into recovery zone for 30 after this. 3, 2, 1. There we go, resistance off. This class, we've got a lot of intervals that I'm taking us through today. These bursts of big, significant pushes, whether they're speed or their power. We've got 2 more minutes in this segment, so we're going back up, out of the saddle for 30 more at R4. Let's get it. Keep cranking. Breathe through it. Yes. Don't worry, you're gonna get a change of pace soon. In 90 seconds, we are about to go into an endurance portion, R2 at 100 RPM for 7 minutes. But for right now, take your recovery. 30 seconds in the saddle. R1, enjoy it. We have one more big push out of the saddle for 30 seconds following this. Back to R4, make it even heavier than you've gone today. Really, really pushing it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Final climb in this power surge segment. Big and beastly. Position 2. Push, pull, breathe, focus, elongate that spine. 5 more seconds. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Resistance way off. Well done. Tremendous strength, everyone. Now that was just beautiful. Okay, we already have 2 minutes on the clock. We're gonna go for 7 minutes in this endurance segment. Resistance level 2, slight incline, gravel road, that kind of a feel. Something that you can sustain, but that is gonna be making you breathe nice and heavily throughout this. This isn't just a roll through the park right now. This is prepping ourselves for longer ride. So, check in with the body, find your R2. If you're thinking about it in terms of percentages, where 100% is you cannot move the pedals, even if you were putting all of your weight on them out of the saddle, could not move them at all. R2, I really like to see in sort of a 25 to 45% zone. So heavy, but not unmanageable. Okay, once you've found that resistance, bring yourself up to a target of 100 RPM. We're gonna approach this as target practice. So, you're aiming for 100 RPM. That is exactly where you wanna be. Not 98, not 103, 100. And keep it here throughout this endurance portion. We've already done 90 seconds. We have about 25 left on this particular clock. We're gonna go for another 5 minutes. Just keeping it consistent. R2, 100 RPM. Grab water as you need. All right, team. Clock is switching over. 3, 2, 1. 5 more minutes. Yes, indeed. Everybody on demand, everybody on Teams, everybody all around the world here on Motosumo. As always, I'm so pleased to be motivated by you every time I jump on this bike. I know I'm the one with the mic, but I would be working half as hard if you weren't here, keeping me on track, letting me see everything that you do. Those of you who are brand new to the platform, those of you like Shannon who are 1,058 rides in, just huge. It's so encouraging. So thank you for keeping me going here. All right, let's elongate our spines. Take an extra breath. Even soften your eyes. Close your eyes. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you can, I know you're breathing hard right now. Your heart rate is probably quite elevated. Try to hold your breath at the top of the breath there. So inhale, hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. And what's extra hard, try to hold after that exhale. Gabby, so stoked to see ya. Welcome on in. You're coming in right in the middle of an endurance segment. This is perfect. It's gonna give a good opportunity to get in and warmed up. If you just came from another class, that's awesome. That's super great. You're nice and warm. Join me at 100 RPM and resistance level 2. If you need a bit of time to get warm, get yourself positioned on the bike. Make sure your legs are moving freely. You can breathe nicely. We were just going through a bit of a breath exercise as we were in this endurance zone. So in through the nose, hold it at the top. Exhale. Try to hold it at the bottom. Empty out those lungs, the diaphragm. Big breath in. One more time. Awesome. Okay. Position nicely on the bike, spine elongated, elbows in, soft. 100 RPM, that is our target. Resistance level 2, bit of an incline, a bit of a gravel road feel. We're just keeping it nice and consistent. On target. Oh yeah. 2 more minutes, right here. And then following this, we're going into a HIIT segment. High intensity interval training, we're going through 5 rounds. We're gonna be going at resistance level 3, 110 RPM for 30 seconds. It's gonna be huge. Then keep the resistance where it is, dropping down to 55 RPM to recover for 15 seconds. We're gonna go through that 5 times across 6 minutes. So we do have a little bit at the top and tail to get ourselves into position. Right now, 90 more seconds right here in this endurance zone. Resistance level 2, pedaling at 100 RPM. If you're feeling it, add an extra gear. Gear up 1. Take a little more resistance on. Gabby, that's looking fantastic. Get into the swing. We're gonna get sweating together hardcore pretty soon here. These signature classes are kind of a smorgasbord of everything that Motosumo has to offer. So today, we've been going through speed and power, climbs, this endurance segment, coming up with the HIIT segment, some races, and then even a circuit that we're gonna go through. So, 45 seconds here. Enjoy the beauty that is resistance 2 and an endurance segment. Good stuff there, Gabby. Really nice. Gonna grab a little water. We're about to get salty. Okay, HIIT segment coming up in 15 seconds. R3, 110 RPM for 30 seconds. That is red zone RPM at a high level. Get ready for that R3. And 30 on the clock. Push and pull. It's gonna get feisty. Very, very, very feisty. That's a third of it done. Half of it done. Keep pushing. 10 more seconds. 5. Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1. Cool it off there. Don't touch the resistance. Just change your pace. We are going into another 30 seconds at R3, red zone, coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Yes, Gabby. Yes, team. Focus on that body position. Elongate that spine. Pushing and pulling on the pedals. It's gonna help. HIIT segments really train our anaerobic capacity. 10 more seconds. We are putting our muscles through the rigor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow down. That's 2 out of 5. Enjoy this slight recovery. Gabby, you ready for the next one? I know you are. 30 more seconds. R3, 110. Let's do it. Speed up those legs. Support with breath. Yes, Gabby, great climb. Awesome. 15 seconds left. Can we touch red zone? 5, 3, 2, 1. That is a push. Okay, be honest with yourself. If you need to take a little bit of resistance off, just a little, do it. We're about trying to push our limits, but not push us over the edge. That is 3 heavy segments in this HIIT segment. We've got 5 total. Let's go for our next 30. 30 seconds. R3, 110 RPM. Yeah, Gabby. Yes, team. If you modified your resistance slightly, hopefully that's helping. Definitely is helping me. I took about 5% off. It's helping me hit that 110 target. No shame in knowing where you're sitting today. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's 4 out of 5. Pedal it through. Elongate. Recalibrate. Okay, we've got one more here. We can do it. Yes, Gabby. 30 more seconds. R3, 110 RPM. Feeling ready. Feeling set. Let's do this. Push it hard. We're gonna get a recovery after this. We're gonna have about 1:20 on the clock to recover. So push as much as you can. 10 last seconds. This is the 5th out of 5. Yes, Gabby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Stand up out of the saddle. Just push it on through. Step it out. Give yourself the benefit of a little bounce here. We're not trying for anything major. We're just having some fun. Well done. When you're ready, back in the saddle. Gabby. That was a beast. Resistance off. Pedal it out. Recover. In 45 seconds, we are going to go into a 60-second race. We're aiming at red zone RPM. You can see your RPMs at the bottom of the screen and on the team's display. 110 and above. If you're going over 130, add some extra resistance so that you're not just pulling your body apart with the momentum of your movements. And you can tell that last segment just beasted me. All right, back together. 10 seconds till we hit this race. Resistance level 2. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Get those sits bones connected with the widest part of the saddle. Legs moving freely. Spine elongated, supported by breath. Arms in. Slight bend to the elbows. Fingers nice and loose. Gabby, you are a speed champion. Look at that. Look at that. 117 RPM. 35 seconds to go. Wow. Let's keep kicking this right through to the end. Make sure your legs, your knees are tracking forward and back directly, not splaying out, not coming in. No pointy toes on this one. Feet parallel with the floor. Drop those shoulders. And push it. Final 10 seconds. 4, 2, 1. Oh, Gabby, that was close. 23 meters divided us there. Well done. Haha. Okay, it is circuit training time. We have 9 minutes here. Each time that we go through this, you'll hear a different song, so keep it going on. We're starting resistance level 4, out of the saddle for 1 minute, 55 RPM. Then R2 in the saddle, 95 for 1 minute. Then R1, 120. So we're doing resistance and speed changes. Let's get it going. We'll get into the groove here. 60 seconds on the clock. R4, out of the saddle. Pushing and pulling, heavy resistance. That countdown clock right there. We're gonna go immediately into our R2, 95 RPM. And then R1, 120. Each portion is 1 minute long. And our reps, we're going 3 sets of this. 3 minutes for each set. 9 minutes here on the circuit in total. Oh yeah, keep pushing this. Mentally prepare for 95 RPM R2. In the saddle. Heavy and a muscular boost right now. And 60 seconds in the saddle, R2. .95 RPM. Good fast switch. Nicely done there, Gabby. Halfway through the first set of this circuit training motion. 95 RPM. Yes, Gabby, that's beautiful. And in 25 seconds, we're into resistance level 1, flat road, 120 RPM for 60 more. Grab some water. Check your body position. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, 60, 110. R1. feisty. That change to the violet background shows us that we've got 10 minutes left in our class. This is song number 2 out of 3 in this circuit training portion. I'm gonna give us the benefit of a slightly shortened up circuit this next one. 45 seconds on the out of the saddle portion. Really push and pull. Gabby, that is amazing cadence. Okay, 8 seconds. We're into 45 out of the saddle. Heavy, heavy. And here we go. R4, heavy, heavy. Position 2, spine elongated. Butt hovering over the saddle. Elbows in and down. Focus forward. Once again, next segment coming up is 95 RPM. Resistance level 2. We'll do this one for 45 seconds as well. Starting in 10. Keep pushing it here. 5, 3, 2, 1. 95 RPM. R2. Make that switch as quickly as you can. Double check your resistance, your gear, your body position. Yes, Gabby. Good form. Nicely done. .95 RPM is kind of my endurance cadence, so I find it the best one for me to be able to take a water break and keep pedaling. 5 seconds. And we're into red zone for 45. Let's do it. R1. Oh, yes. Reconnect. Bring the speed. If you're bouncing a little, add a little resistance. Calm your body. Gabby, we are doing so well. 30.5 kilometers together. 10 seconds, and we go back to out of the saddle for 1 minute. R4. This is the final set in our circuit. 60 seconds. R4. Oh, make it heavy. Feel this. Own this power. This climb. This is the final big climb of this class. Yeah, Gabby. Oh, if you're out, it has been lovely having you here. So great. Thank you for the motivation on the pedals. If you're sticking around, yeah, let's keep rocking and rolling. Thank you, Gabby. 20 more seconds. Check your body position. Focus on those legs at core. Stay balanced. 8 seconds, and we go. R2, 95 RPM. 3, 2, 1. There we go. 60. Yeah. Yes, Gabby. We got this. Oh, that is beautiful green zone right there. Keep it boosting. Gotta remind myself to elongate my spine, support my breath, support my core. Yes, Gabby. 25 more seconds. I'm getting a little above my pace, so I added back in some resistance. I'd overcorrected previously. Checking in with my feet, making sure my heels are dropped, feet are parallel to the ground. 8 seconds here, and then we're into red zone for a final 60 seconds. 2, 1, 60. Find our 1. Speed up, and in. Yeah. I again need to balance a little bit more resistance on mine. Keep myself from bouncing all over the place. As we come out of this, Gabby, we're staying red zone. We're going into a 60-second race, R1. It's gonna kind of feel like an endurance zone, but with speed. So get ready. 15 seconds. We're gonna go into it as quickly as we can. It's gonna be the final big push of our class. 6. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let's get ready for this race. At the starting line, and go. R1, red zone, 60 seconds, coming off a big circuit. Yes, Gabby, elongate your spine, get into a tuck position if you feel it. Open up movement for those legs. 30 seconds. Up the volume on the music if this heavy driving beat is gonna get you going. Oh, Gabby, you are fierce. I'm gonna see if I can keep pace with you for the last 15. You are overtaking. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Ha, 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 ha. You beat me right at the finish line. Gabby, that was incredible. Well done. Well done. Oh, resistance off. We are into our cool down. Going that circuit, finishing that circuit with the red zone and right into the speed of a race. That was a bit of trickiness I was throwing in for today, and you just demolished it. You're so good. Whoa. Enjoy this cool down. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds here together. Gabby, team, everybody on Motosumo, I'm so happy that we get to ride together all around the world so often. It is an absolute pleasure. Okay, find yourself back on the handlebars. Really take a moment to check in with your body position. Sits bones on the widest portion of the saddle, spine elongated, legs moving freely, feet parallel with the floor, elbows in, slight bend, fingers nice and light on the handlebars, shoulders drop down, and breathe. Try giving 2 breaths where again you hold at the top of the inhalation and hold at the bottom with the exhalation. Nice. Okay, as you come out of this class, I want you to stretch, hydrate, recover, find good food, pet a puppy, have some fun, enjoy the sunshine. Now slow your pedal strokes until you have one pedal in front of the other, both parallel to the ground. Come up, elongate your spine, drop those heels down, and enjoy, with a soft bend in your knee, a nice posterior chain stretch, going all the way up from the arch of the feet into your spine, past your shoulder blades, and then cycle through to the other side. Give it a few seconds here. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gabby. It has been wonderful. Catch you soon.